New to the Business Beat, we welcome reporter Meredith McCunis as she checks out a local translation company with a passion for service and for downtown Framingham.
The town of Framingham is very diverse. MAPA Translations and Language Solutions helps organizations and businesses communicate between different cultures.
So we basically offer any language that exists in writing or in spoken language. Obviously there are languages that are not as common, but what I usually say is we do everything from Arabic to Vietnamese, so everything in between. We do specialize in Spanish and Portuguese because those are languages I personally work with. So services include everything from written translation, so taking the written word from one language to another. We use spoken interpretation, that's what we call it, interpretation, and then we also do multilingual voiceover. We basically can work with anybody from an individual. Let's say somebody needs a document translated, for example, a birth certificate. A lot of times if people are in an immigration proceeding and they're trying to get some kind of a legal resident status here, they may need those kinds of documents. So we work with individuals all the way up to large businesses and corporations. We work with a company called Brooks Automation. Oftentimes they do business with people in Japan or Germany, and they bring those business partners over and will provide interpreters for business meetings and the like. I would say out of all of the customers, though, our predominant area is public schools. So we work with special education departments, we work with English as a second language or ELL departments, providing written translation of all like special education documents, IEPs, things like that, communications between the school and the families. That's sort of our core group of customers.
Although they have a small staff, MAPA Translations uses technology to set themselves apart.
We respond extremely quickly to all requests, so that's sort of our claim to fame, is that we respond almost immediately, and then also getting quality, but not at a huge cost. So keeping things affordable. Let's say a nonprofit organization wants to use our services, we don't necessarily charge them the same way that we would a huge corporation or a large business.
Drita has been in the industry for over 10 years, and she has always been able to find the passion of her work with a combination of business and community.
So a couple of years ago, I was asked to be on the board of directors of the Framingham Downtown Renaissance, which is a nonprofit, as the name implies, working to improve downtown Framingham specifically. And because I both live and work in downtown Framingham, it seemed like a really good fit. So I've been on the board for a couple of years, and we support projects like the Front Door Framingham project, which is the mural project. I'm a supporter of a local artist, Soren Bicka, who is the also mural artist for that project. I think the most satisfying thing about being an interpreter in any field, in any subject area, is really the fact that the people feel extreme gratitude towards you. They know that their experience at the doctor or at the attorney's office or wherever it is that you're interpreting for them would be totally different if you weren't there. So you're sort of there as that, cultural, linguistic support person. It's not an official role, but it's something underlying. And so I think when you've completed an assignment and somebody at the end says, thank you so much for being here, that sentence alone really makes you feel satisfied that you've done something and made a difference for that person. It's not a business that you think of, like a sidewalk kind of business where you're going to walk in off the street and, oh, I need a translation today. It's not that kind of business. So it's really, word of mouth. It's spread that way. But I really want people to know we are here. We're located, right in downtown Framingham, the heart of Framingham, and we're here to provide any services that anyone needs, whatever, big or small, their company or as an individual. We're here for them.
For the Business Beat, I'm Meredith McCunis.